Hey you, I'm Sarah Turner. I'm a freelance medical copywriter and copywriting mentor, and I want to give you 6 time-saving tips for researching because as a copywriter, you know that to write excellent copy, a lot of research is involved. The better you know your audience, how they feel, what they think, the better your copy is going to be. So with that in mind, I want to give you some time-saving tips that are going to help you do research more effectively, and hopefully it'll make it so that you're not spending all of your time researching, because researching is one of those things where I have found it to be really helpful to kind of put a cap on it, because I can go down the rabbit hole forever. You can always research more. And so the key is to figure out what is enough and how to kind of always be adding to your knowledge base so that you're kind of always researching. This is one of the benefits of having a niche, right? If you are, doing research in the same niche all the time, all of the information you're absorbing is going to inform your copywriting across the board. And that's in and of itself is going to save you a lot of time and trouble. So keeping that in mind, here are some of my favorite places to get some high quality information for any copy that I'm writing for. So the first one is Facebook groups. Facebook groups are a insanely valuable place to get insights into how people are feeling, how they're using products, how they're using services, competitors, what they think about things, how they feel about your brand or your service. You can also pick up on insider lingo, things that they're using, acronyms, abbreviations, things that people are coming up with to describe what their experience is, and using all of that unique information and the way that they're saying things can make your copy extremely powerful, because it sounds like you've gotten in their head and you know exactly where they're coming from. And you do. If you're in the Facebook group and you're really paying attention, you will know better and it will help you be more empathetic to your audience. So the next one is searching and asking the great Google wizard for guidance, but not just any old way. What I want you to do is to check out Google's suggestions. So take the time to put in a few searches that are related to whatever it is your piece of copy is about, and then scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see what other questions people are asking. And that's so helpful when you're writing copy because you know what questions should be answered or addressed. That is one of my favorite, easiest tips to adding, new ideas and helpful information to my copy. The third one, which is one of my favorites, is to survey your customers. I cannot tell you the number of times I've thought I knew what my customers wanted, and then when I actually sent out a survey, I got back a wealth of information around what it is they were actually struggling with, needed help with, and what they were excited about, what their desires were. So I survey. Email lists are the best way to do this with my clients a lot. Not too much, but every now and then. And when we do it, we make sure to give them something that incentivizes them to actually fill out the form. And you want to make sure the surveys are super short and concise. But this is such valuable information to hear directly from the people who have opted into your email list, want to hear more from you. That is going to give you so much information around how you can serve them best and how you can show up for them. It'll make your copy so much better. So I want to encourage you to survey your customers. It's also a good idea to survey people before you create something. I have had the experience of thinking I knew what they wanted and then finding out that I actually didn't. And so when I surveyed them and got answers directly from them, what they wanted to hear, and saw the themes that were, happening across the board, I actually was able to change directions and offer something that spoke more to them. So survey your people. It is so helpful. Another favorite research tip of mine is to check out e-commerce platforms. So things like Shopify or Amazon or Etsy even, and Groupon. Places there are going to show you what competitors look like. If you put in a particular product, you're going to immediately get recommendations that are related to it. Poke around, look at the competition, look at the other people and what they're doing, see what they're highlighting, and read reviews. Reviews are gold. You can always check out what people are saying. I love to see the higher ranked reviews and the lower ranked reviews. So the 5 stars, the 1 stars, a little bit in the middle, but that will really show me a lot of what's going on, what people like, what they don't like. And it's so helpful for writing copy. So if you aren't already incorporating that into your research, I definitely want to encourage you to do so. The next one is to check out the references that some of the thought leaders or authority sites in your niche are referencing. So if you go to especially a pillar piece of content where they're trying to capture SEO keywords, so it's usually a little bit longer, very informative, you can see where they're making references, who they're referring to, and then go check those out. I love to go ahead and check back all the way through these pieces until I find the primary source. Oftentimes you can find a study or something that is really, really highly credible that you can use for your own research. Finally, one of my favorites is to actually use the Facebook and Instagram algorithm to work for me. If I'm going to be writing about a product or service, I'll often do a search in my Facebook or in my Instagram so that it will know that this is something that interests me, and then it will start showing me ads for them. And that is a really wonderful way to kind of collect data and information for your swipe file. You can also check out their ads library. So anyone who runs ads, you can see what other ads they're running, and it's super helpful for copywriters. You do this on Instagram by clicking the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner of the actual ad account. Then you're going to go to About This Page and Active Ads. On Facebook, you do the same thing, the upper right-hand corner with the 3 dots, but then you click on Page Transparency and Ads Library, and that's going to show you all of the ads that they're running. This is so wonderful for collecting ideas and also seeing what the competition's doing. So I hope that helps. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you like this. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. How did you get your research time down? Because I see that being something that a lot of newbie copywriters really struggle with. So I'd love to hear from you. What worked best for you? How did you save time here? And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.